suspected serial killer branded Am Cyanide by Thai media has today been sentenced to death.
In the heart of Thailand, a shadow moved unseen. Sararat Rangsi Wuttaporn smiled as she was sentenced to death for killing her friend with the fast-acting poison.
She borrowed money from her victims, poisoned them, and looted their belongings to fund her addiction.
As she faces accusations of fatally poisoning 13 other wealthy victims.
I think you need to be more than a gambler to be able to contemplate, murdering 14 people.
It's alleged she killed 14 people in 8 provinces over 8 years.
For 8 terrifying years, from 2015 to 2023, she allegedly wove a silent web of death, a chilling dance of betrayal, friendship, and lethal poison.
I think someone like Cyanide Am, who's lured and killed many victims and might be the most prolific serial killer in Thailand.
Her victims were not strangers. They were her friends, her acquaintances, people who trusted her.
Police say the victims were either known as friends or were close to her.
The person has been found to be responsible for cold-blooded murder of as many as 14 people.
And almost without exception, they died after she borrowed their money or coveted their possessions. Their deaths, initially dismissed as natural causes.
The woman in white, dubbed Am Cyanide by local media, travelled with her alleged final victim, Koi, to disappeared.
This is the story of those who vanished into her toxic embrace, their lives extinguished, their justice delayed. Her alleged trail of poison began quietly, years before the world took notice. The initial deaths linked to her were scattered across time, each seemingly an isolated tragedy. These were individuals from her personal circle, often people she had financial dealings with. Their symptoms were often similar to sudden heart failure or collapse. Without immediate suspicion of foul play or the specific testing for cyanide, their passing went largely unquestioned. Each death was a silent, almost undetectable strike. The perfect crime, or so it seemed, driven by an alleged online gambling addiction that consumed Sararat and demanded a constant stream of new funds. The quiet pattern of suspicious deaths finally shattered in April 2023 with the passing of Siraporn Kanwang. Siraporn was a friend of the killer, and her death would become the catalyst for unmasking Cyanide Am. One day, traveling to a river in Ratchaburi province to participate in a Buddhist protection ritual together. Shortly after, Siraporn suddenly fainted and died on the riverbank, and Miss Cyanide was seen on street cameras walking away and having no attempts to help when crowds of people went around her friend's body. Siraporn's death, unlike the others, sparked a wider investigation. Her family's suspicions, combined with the forensic evidence, finally opened the floodgates. Following Miss Cyanide's arrest for Siraporn's murder, a cascade of families came forward. People whose loved ones had died under similarly mysterious circumstances, often after having financial dealings with Miss Cyanide. Police began to systematically re-examine these cases, linking Miss Cyanide to a staggering 14 suspected murders and even one individual who was poisoned but miraculously survived. Among these victims were Sutasak Punkwang, Sararat's ex-boyfriend, allegedly poisoned by Sararat. Her ex-husband, a police lieutenant colonel, was later implicated in helping her after Sutasak's death, reportedly assisting her in extorting money from his friends and acquaintances. The vast majority of the victims were people Sararat knew, friends she had lured, people she had borrowed money from, whose jewelry or mobile phones she then allegedly stole after their deaths. The modus operandi was horrifyingly simple and effective. Sararat would often lure her victims to a meal or a ritual, offering them what she called herb capsules, or similar substances that were, in fact, laced with cyanide. The chemical is hard to detect in food or drink, and the symptoms mimic common ailments or heart attacks. Sararat Rangsiwutthaporn now faces a multitude of charges, including premeditated murder, attempted murder, theft causing death, and forgery. In November 2024, she was sentenced to death in the first of her 14 murder trials, specifically for the poisoning of Siriporn Kanwang. This conviction has brought a measure of justice to Siriporn's grieving mother, who stated, "I want to tell my daughter that I miss her deeply, and justice has been done for her today." The investigation into Cyanide Am continues, uncovering the chilling depth of a serial killer who hid in plain sight, preying on trust for financial gain, leaving a trail of silent, agonizing deaths across Thailand.